Today is Friday the 13th, and this is what I come into. I don't know what's going on with my animals. I don't know if it's just that time, but Bingo's throat is black, and as you can see, he's gagging. Oh, come on. It's gonna be all right, Pop. Oh, man, so I'm dealing with this. But yeah, that's what today is consist of, watching over Bingo, because I don't know if what he's sick from, or what it can be. But bro is looking like as if you want to throw up. You gonna be all right? You're looking a little bit better for the past 30 minutes. All right, so we're gonna watch over him. Man, you gotta be better, Pop. You can't pass away on me. You gotta survive. Be strong. Be strong, Pop. Saying that he doesn't want to eat, I'm gonna try to offer him some liquid vitamin, some liquid calcium. See my boy, I try to give him some lettuce. He's just laying there out of it. Sorry, Pop. Shake this. I don't know what it could be, because I've been checking on him lately, but I know you just haven't been eating lately. I don't know what is this stuff right here. It gives a cold strike. You're gonna start tweaking. A lot being wasted. See if I can put it in the side of his jaw. I'm trying to give you a little medicine, man. This is supposed to give him like an appetite and a boost of energy. See him. I'm sorry, Pop. I don't want to give you no medicine, but I want you to be better. I'll give you 1 drop of calcium. Oh, it's too much. I want to give you a little bit. That's what it's supposed to do. It's supposed to give them a boost of energy. So I'll give them 1 drop of each. I'll give them 1 drop of the Flukers liquid vitamins. I give them 1 drop of the Flukers liquid calcium. So we're gonna just watch over them for the rest of the day. But you see, I just gave him 2 doses of medicine and try to offer him something to eat. It's pretty irritating. See, his throat is never this black. It's usually just the same color as his body. So that's when I first knew. Okay, so I know we're gonna get some people that's gonna say this could be the reason that he died, but I've done this method with many of my animals and they've survived. So I don't know what could have been a problem. We're gonna keep watching or keep researching to further our knowledge on what could be the problem. Let's get back to the next clip. It's been about an hour since the last clip. This right here is water. Just getting a little water out of his thing. Trying to keep him hydrated. messing. I'm just trying to keep him hydrated so that he won't get dehydrated. I don't know if that's a reason. Respiratory infection. I don't see any signs of him being lethargic or anything. He's at a good, decent weight. Come on, Pop. You gotta drink as much as I give you. So I know you hydrated. You see his throat, how black it is? That's when I knew something was wrong with him. Honestly, I don't know what's going on right now. Well, my last snake I understood because she was a little skinny, but I don't know. I'm starting to see signs of my animals being sick. I don't know where this could come from, if it's either the winter or something then took over my enclosures, like parasites or like mites or something like that, but I don't see anything. Like I was saying, I don't see any parasites. Not parasites, but mites. I mean, if you guys see any on the camera, please let me know. Okay, so here we are, day 2. Offer him some food. I did some research on it. You can see the yellow on his eyes. I'm hoping that he doesn't have yellow fungus. Let's see how he's looking. I really don't see any yellow spots on him or anything. His eyes, that's his original eye color. And that orange on his chest right there. Calm down, sir. That orange on his chest right there is, I mean, not his chest, his head is from when I fed him the calcium yesterday. But I did a little research, and I'm gonna further my research right now, but I don't know if I'm messing up his Burmation, or if that could be what's his problem, but I don't know why his throat is still black after a couple days. You can see he's still acting like he's tired. But if you don't know anything about Burmation, Burmation is when your animal goes into a cycle of sleep and it doesn't eat. See, I brought him some salad. I tried to give him mealworm yesterday and dubia roaches. But he goes into this sleep to where he reserves energy and reserves his body fat. He don't look to me to be lethargic or losing weight at all. So I'm hoping that it's Burmation, the reason why he's acting like he's sick or he's tired. If you guys have any clue on what could be happening, drop down in the comments. Here it is later on in the day. He's back to doing this. What is that about? Doing like this gagging type. Oh, there you go. I want to know what the heck is going on with all my animals. And like he coughing. And I'll tell you what is going on. This guy was healthy just last week. Earlier I said it could be Burmation, but if it was Burmation, I think he would just be moving slow and just, you know, back up the syringe. He's back doing what he was doing earlier. Let's see. Sorry, sir, but I'm trying to show your face. I don't know what the hell could be wrong with him. He's starting to lose weight in his spine. I don't know if that could be, where that could be from. Dropping weight in his legs. I hope he's not getting sick. Information will just cause him to move slow. This, I don't know what it is. I'm gonna keep you guys posted. I pray that it's just human information, that he's just tired. I keep giving him medicine, but I don't want to give him too much medicine. As you can see, his throat is very black. I don't want him to get sick or nothing, but hopefully there isn't anything too much wrong with him. I just don't like this part right here, how his spine is starting to show. And this is just after a couple days. I don't understand what could be wrong with him, because just a day ago he was perfect, or 2 days ago he was perfectly fine. I know it could have sparked that fast. It's pretty hot in here, so I don't know. A respiratory infection, I don't see how that could have happened. His enclosure is pretty hot. So here it is, it's 8:23. He did not make it. So I'm about to take the rest of my animals, because right here I got 2 boa constrictors. And down here is another bearded dragon. And here is another boa constrictor. Down there was my ball pythons. And here was the snake that passed away. So I'm unsure if there is something that's spreading amongst this enclosure. I don't know if you guys seen the video. I think it was about a couple months ago, where I did a video on this snake I got. That was a rescue. The snake had a lot of mites. Now I'm unsure if there was mites under the snake's scale, and they were able to survive me letting the snake soak or whatever. But I don't see any mites, or like a spike of mites in here, so I cannot tell you what it is that brought this little dude down. But what I am going to do is move all of these animals out of this enclosure, because I can't really come up with a reason, because this dude was healthy. One of the most healthiest bearded dragons I had. So I don't see. All right, so pretty much if I have an understanding on what could have happened, I believe it could have been mites, because whatever it is ate them from the tail, like from the inside out. So, all right, so you're gonna see me talking about this mite thing a whole lot, but if I really think about it, I think it was parasites. We're gonna just keep watching. I wasn't even recording. So I started off by removing all my other animals. I took the snakes from up there and put them in some water so that they could soak. And it's unfortunate, because that was one of my healthiest animals. It looks like whatever ate him from his tail. Yeah, this is crazy. I don't know if it's mites. It has to be, but I don't see any. And what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna get the enclosure cleared out completely. And then that's all I can do is just figure it out. All right, so if you guys seen in the last clip. All right, so I guess until my phone updates, I'm gonna have to record like this so I can make sure that it's getting all the clips. But yeah, like I was saying, I feel like this snake down here that I got, it was a rescue snake. Go ahead and open this up. I need to get the lights back on, hold on. Okay, here we go. But yeah, it's a pretty nice looking snake. It's decent size. Thing is, when I got the snake had a lot of mites. I don't know if you guys seen the video. I did the video on YouTube about 3 weeks ago or so. If not, go back and look down the timeline. But yeah, the snake had mites. So I'm guessing that the mites either spread it from here to here, also down here. I'm about to get this bearded dragon out of here. I already took these 2 snakes out as I showed you guys earlier. But yeah, I believe that either mites, what is that moving right there? Or something about, what is it, baby? What is those, baby mealworms or something? What are these? It's moving though. Whatever it is, it got to the animal. And now I gotta bury him. Can't bury him right now because it's raining. As you guys can see, it's raining. But I might still try to, the ground's soaking wet. I might still try to bury him now. Just get it over with. Let's see. You guys be able to see. Yeah, I might still do it. Yeah, pretty much I believe some mites that spread it amongst all the enclosures. And it's trying to take down all the reptiles one by one. I kind of weeded out the fact that the boa constrictor could have been too cold, because once I start cleaning out the enclosure actually was warm. The snake was warm. If you guys heard me in the clip when I was burying the snake, I was like, yeah, she still feels warm. Like it was actually hot in her enclosure. So I don't think that could have been the reason. It might have could have been the reason, because she couldn't have digested, saying that she was so lethargic and it was so, like, the temperature changed. I can't even understand. But yeah, I'm gonna figure this out. I don't see any mites, that's the thing. What is this little thing right here? Oh, there's something. Yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and get this enclosure cleaned out. I'm just not gonna put anything back in here because I don't trust it. I don't trust it. I don't know why. I reneged on what I said. I'm tired right now. I ain't got no sleep. I don't know why I reneged on what I said. I should have never put them back in that enclosure. Let's see what's under here. Yeah, it's pretty hot in here. I don't see any small things. crawling. I'm going to put this guy in a little box, so I don't have to keep showing him on the video. But I'm trying to look to see, because I can't understand. I just see them little mini mealworms. I showed you guys earlier, it kind of looks like something was eating at him right there. But that could have happened after he passed. But he couldn't have been dead for no longer than 15 minutes. Honestly. See if I can close his eyes. 15 minutes, because I had just went downstairs to make sure he was all right. Okay, I see something right there. Do you guys see it? You guys drop in a comment if that's a mite right there. Can you guys see it? Okay, you're gonna lose it. I don't know where I'm at. Oh, look right there. Right there. Can you guys see it? This thing right here. It's right here. Is that a mite? It has to be, bro. So I've been dealing with, I had one snake that had mites with, they was visible, like I was able to see because there was so many of them. But I don't see a lot here.
Thank you to everyone who supports my reptile rescue channel. Anybody who's donated through the one-time super thanks.
Okay, so from the looks of that video, I believe that I overreacted. Now, I overreact so much. I don't know. When having a lot of animals, I really be on the edge. Yeah, back to the next clip. Okay, so like I was saying, it can be a handful of things. Just further my research on what can be going on. Now, he could have been going into brumation, and I overreacted and giving him the calcium and the, I don't know, the vitamins. I'm still looking for mites as I go, because as you guys see here, he did start losing a lot of weight here and here. So I don't believe that he was in brumation that fast. He was just woke. Oh yeah, his leg is starting to begin to stiffen. So he is past. Yeah, I don't really believe that he was going into brumation, because I started noticing this around the back of his legs and his spinal area. But yeah, I was just watching a video where the guy was saying during brumation, they usually will take their self and go away from the heat, and that was one thing that I was doing. I kept putting them up here to try to get them closer to the ceramic, and he was like, don't move them or don't mess with them during brumation. Another thing is I offered him food multiple times. I've been looking still for mites. I really can't say, because the other animal died, which lives right here. This animal, I have yet to see any mites in there, but I removed these two animals from up there just in case. I'm gonna really keep looking on this, but we're gonna go ahead and get to cleaning out this enclosure. So yeah, pretty much what I'm about to do is clean out all of these enclosures. Make sure this thing's still recording. Okay, we all good. Clean all of these enclosures. It's like 10:30 right now. And this is what I'm doing. Got 2 boa constrictors in here. Oh wow, what a hurt. This thing cleaned out. So that I can see better to what I'm facing. But I really don't know if there is mites. I just know that this snake right here had mites. I can't really pinpoint what can be the problem because, yeah, I know this snake was already lethargic, it was already skinny, it already had parasites, and it already had problems previous. But this bearded dragon never had a problem. He was healthy. He was perfectly fine. I'll drop a clip in here right now from the other day. But then again, now that I look at the video, I believe why was he sulking so much? Yeah. I'm gonna get all here. I'm looking for mites. Usually when you see mites, you'll see a couple of them. Kind of like when you see bed bugs. Don't see any bugs. Yeah, so man, I'm pretty much moving. That's what I gotta do right now. Okay, so the downstairs enclosure. Still no mites. I don't see any mites, man. So I'm guessing I just hopefully not mess with this brumation process overreacting, because cleaning up this enclosure, I got it all down. Look, I take the light. Turn the light and see. It's closer. Light, see right there. Light, is that light come on? Light come on down there? Oh, it's no light. I see a little red bug, but that one's like a mite. Let's see. Yeah, I don't see no lights, man, so I'm just hoping that it wasn't a thing that I did overreacting because the animal died the other day. I really know how mites can take over a person's collection, so that was like the first thing that I could have thought of. Did not think that he could have been going into brumation. But maybe that's what happened to him. He was going into brumation and I continued to mess with him, maybe stressed him out, or even could have been me feeding him before. Bruh. But as you can see here, no mites. I'm really on this mite thing because I did see a smaller bug, like if you guys seen in the earlier clip. I've seen like 1 or 2 or 3 of those little small bugs, but I'm unsure. And as you guys can see here, I've seen mites on the enclosure infested. Now, I will understand if that was to take down your enclosure, but 1 or 2, like, yeah, nah. I really feel like, bro, like it has those little beetles or whatever. But other than that, nothing. Okay, so I'm unsure sure of what I could have did, but I'm gonna further my research of what could have happened. My bad, I was looking for these gloves, but like I was saying, I'm gonna further my research because I don't believe that I stressed them out. I didn't really mess with them as far as much as me recording them. Like, I just made sure we watched over him. You gotta see him when he was gagging and whatnot. I'm placing him here just for the time being. He's not with us anymore. Because even if he was in brumation, I believe I will still see him breathing. So what I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna get this enclosure cleaned out thoroughly and just look like really carefully to see if I see any mites, because if I see any mites, I wanna make sure that I rehome that snake and that bearded dragon before. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get this clean.
We make bangers.
All right, guys, so I didn't find nothing in his enclosure or the bottom enclosure, but I damn sure found something in this enclosure. Now, remind you, these animals haven't been showing no signs of being sick or if they had bugs. Okay, do you see it right there? It's like they moved on after they killed whatever was in that enclosure, after I took whatever's in that enclosure out. Because I took the snakes out. So I'm guessing they moving to wherever things are alive. Look at that one. I know you guys see that. See if I can find them up. So I'm for sure gonna take them out of here. I'm starting to itch. Alright, guys, so unfortunately, I did not see, like mites or whatever, but I did see some bugs up here, which I don't know what the bugs is. Drop down in the comments if you do know what the bugs were. I'm gonna just isolate the rest of these snakes. Check down there in that bearded dragon's enclosure. I didn't see any insects or didn't see any bugs or anything. So I'm hoping that everything's good with that one. But I'm gonna continue this video in the morning when there's sunlight so that I can bury Bingo. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna place him inside freezer that we have in the garage until the morning. So we can get him buried. But yeah, guys, as you can see, I cleaned out 1, 2, 3, 4, all of those enclosures. I'm gonna bleach him and I'm gonna spray him down real good once I get him out of here. But I didn't see any bugs, so I'm guessing that wasn't the problem. Maybe bro was just a little sick. If I said drop in the comments, what do you guys think could be the problem? Yeah. Alright guys, so right back at it the next morning. Really didn't get no sleep. I'm tired. But unfortunately, we got another messed up situation. So I'm thinking that it was cremation. You guys seen it in the last videos of why my bearded dragon passed away. Still haven't buried it. I'm gonna bury it in a second. But unfortunately, whatever it is has taken down more of the clutch. So I have ball pythons down here. I took them out because one escaped twice. So I took them upstairs and put them in my room. So I'm guessing that's what saved them. But the bearded dragon that was in there died. The snake that you guys seen that was in here yesterday died. And the 2 boa constrictors from here died. This is crazy. Whatever it is taking them down rapidly. I can't really pinpoint what it is, but I do know that I'm gonna try to get some fecal matter, or I may even send one of these reptiles in to be tested so that I can see what it is, because that's 5 reptiles in 1 week. And if you guys know, I can't micromanage. I actually extra take care of my animals. Actually, no matter if I say like I'm slacking on watching over them, I take pretty good care of all of my animals. This right here was an unfortunate situation. It's crazy because they still look alive. This is out of control. That is a nice snake. That is a nice snake. Patterns on these things. I had them since they were hatchlings. You can see right here, you can see them, their body weight was great. And I did not feed them. Like the other snakes, they haven't been fed. Or like the other snake that died the other day, they haven't been fed. So I'm kind of thinking that that wasn't the problem either. Like, this is the snake that I believe they all still warm. That's why I don't see how, if the cold could have killed them. They're all still warm. No creeped up. This hemipenes came out. It's crazy. Yeah. Most likely I'm gonna try to send one of these reptiles in to be tested. So that we can see if there was like a parasitic problem, if there was mites, or what could be the problem, because I'm kind of like, if you guys watch the whole video, I'm kind of like weeding it down to what I think can be the problem. Honestly, before these, or before me even recording, me having reptiles on the internet, I've had plenty of reptiles that I've revived, brought back, or, you know, like if it got sick, I was able to bring it back to its I hope that was a yawn. I'm looking at him over there. I don't want my cleanse monitor to get sick either. That's kind of close. I really don't. Like, this all is happening in the midst of me trying to move. Once I move, I was planning on thoroughly cleaning every enclosure, giving everybody new everything, putting them in one isolated room so that they won't be in such an open space. But I hope that was it. So I don't want him to get sick either. I got my cleanse monitor down there is the Savannah monitor. And then this is the retake I have. But yeah, man, I can't pinpoint what it is that can be the problem. Unfortunately, things like this can occur when trying to take in any new reptiles, because this reptile was a rescue. It was given to me from someone, and it had a lot of mites, but I soaked it for a while, and I don't think I seen any mites when I was cleaning out the enclosures last night. I don't see any right now, so I really can't pinpoint what it is that could have been the problem. Or if that snake that died first was sick and it got the whole environment or the whole space infected. But yeah, I don't know if I want to bury these. I'll just bury this one and freeze these so I can send over. Might get one of these snakes. What is it called? Thermodex? What is it called? Taxidermy. These snakes. It's a beautiful snake, bro. If you can't even get it off, you can't watch it or like can't take this graphic view, please just skip this part. I'm probably stuttering, but you get what I'm trying to say. All right, I just thought about something. What I'm gonna do is take these snakes. This is very graphic. I know. Make sure we're in camera view. Can we see the bucket on the camera? Make sure that we're in camera view. take the snakes and I'm gonna wrap them so that when I send them. So what I did was I wrapped them up. I'm gonna get one of them done at the taxidermist and I'm gonna send one in. I might get both of them done, but I'm gonna send one in to get tested to see what could be the problem. But as you guys can see, they were healthy in weight and everything. Man, these are some beautiful snakes. So yeah, what I was saying was, I'm pretty high on my knowledge when it comes to dealing with reptiles. I'm not saying that I can't learn more, but this right here was unfortunate. Like, it was random. Never dealt with this type of strike. I've had animals die, and not just a handful of animals die. Not at one time. You guys have any idea what could have happened? Drop in the comments, because we're gonna see once I get the results back on what could have happened with these animals. So I'm gonna wrap this little guy up like this so we can bury him. I got the other two in the freezer. So I don't think it had anything to do with the heat. I just really think that it was something that spread it amongst the enclosures. See the mites falling on my finger. Yeah. So we're gonna bury this dude right next to the other snake. There's the bearded dragon. Let's see. This guy right here.